Hi everyone, I'm happy to be a design team member for Tupelo Designs LLC. They have hundreds of craft items for your crafting needs, and USA orders are free shipping and international orders are discounted shipping. So please shop at Tupelo for your crafting needs, and I hope you like my project. Today I'll be making a masculine or unisex even see-through shaker card, and I am going to use this Hog Heaven stamp set by My Favorite Things, and I'll be using this back end of the pig, this front end of the pig, and also the hello word. I'm going to prep my card base, and this is just a standard A2 size card, and it's white, and I want to add some edging around it, but because this is a shaker card, I don't want to add too much bulk to it. So I'm just going to mask off this part with some Post-it notes so I don't accidentally get ink on, or not ink, but gelato, because I'll be using gelato on the back of my card. So I have this metallic silver gelato, and I'm going to go around the edge. I'm just going to color it. You don't have to be precise. And this one I have to, on the bottom here, I have to go up a little bit, and you'll see why. Okay, I have that on there. And this is just a little dish of water. And I'm going to use my finger. I have tried using tools to do this, but I found it doesn't work as good. So now I'm just going to get the gelato smeared around. And you don't want to rub too hard or too much, because this is just a standard craft stock paper. And that looks pretty good. Now I need to do the back also. And again, I'm going to mask off this part. Now I'm going to set this aside to dry, and if I was in a hurry, what I could do is I could stick this between two pieces of paper and actually iron it. And if it stays wavy like this, that's what I'll do, is I'll iron it so it doesn't be all bumpy. These are the Sunny Studio fishtail banners, and these are fantastic for creating fishtails. And what you can do is you can go as little as this right here for a teeny tiny thin banner. But I did 2 fishtail banners, and this red one is 4 by 5 1/4, and this brick one is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I like to start out doing the small one first, and you just place your fishtail banner where you would like it, and then you run this through your die cut machine, and then you end up with this. And then, so it's perfectly layered, I just set that there on the red one, pretend that's not cut yet. And then I stick the fishtail banner right where it's it meets right there. And then I'll take off this piece, and then I run it through my die cut machine. And so then I have it perfectly layered. I'm going to ink the edges of this fishtail banner, and then this is for the inside of the card. And it is 4 by 5 1/4. And I have some distress ink, and this is iced spruce. And this is an old shaving brush. And I'm just going to Put the ink in there, or ink on the brush. I'm just going to tap it. And then I'm going to go around the edges of this banner. It creates a little bit of a different look than if you were to use a distress sponge. I'm going to do the same with this square piece. This 4" by 5 1/4. I almost forgot. I need to glue this piece onto here. I should have done that before I inked it, but that's okay. There we go. And that was just a card that was the same size as this, so 4" by 5 1/4. And I did that because I need this piece a little bit stronger. So that's why I glued that on there. Now we can glue this banner onto this banner. I'm going to do some temporary gluing so I can run this circle die through my die machine, but I want all the layers to be cut at once, and I might have to run it through a couple of times, but that's okay. And this is craft foam, and it's the thin pieces, and I have glued 2 of them together, and this is 4" by 5 1/4, and this is my banner, and the banner's going to fit over the top of it. I'll cut this out in a little bit. So I need to just temporarily glue this on here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of dry adhesive, and I'm just going to lay down just a teeny tiny little spot. And I am going to temporarily glue that on there. I want to try to get it as lined up as well as possible. And this is my card base, and I need to glue this on temporarily also. A little dot of dry adhesive. And then on the inside, on the back of the front, I need to temporarily glue this also. Little tiny dot. Now I have my die, and I am going to take a little piece of washi, and I'm going to tape that die on there. And this is just a circle die. I'm taking some of the sticky off. Now I'm going to run that through my die machine. I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm going to run it through. And I'll probably have to run it through a couple of times, and it'll cut out this part, these 2 layers, but the foam, I might have to, it'll cut out one of the foams, and then I'll take that piece off, and then I'll put the circle die back in the hole and send it through again. And all my pieces got cut out at once, so then I know they're all going to fit together correctly. And now the black foam, when you run it through a die cut machine, it stretches out a little bit. So when I'm going to go to my paper trimmer, and I'm just going to trim off a smidgen of the black foam. Now I have it all evened up, and now I'm going to cut out the fishtail. What's going to be the fishtail on the black foam. So I'm going to do that by using a scissors. And I'm just going to snip up to where the point is, but I'm not going to cut into the red part. I'm just using the red banner as a guide. I'm going to stamp the hello, and I'm going to do it before I assemble the card so I know where it goes in the window. So I am going to use my stamp positioner. And I'm just going to washi tape this card down. And then get the hello word. And I know I don't want it in the middle. I want it kind of up. And there we go, I got it right where I want it. I have 2 acetate sheets and they're 3.5 by 3.5. I know you can't see them well, but they're there. And this is the back of the card, on the back front of the card. So I want to glue that acetate down, and with acetate I like to use a dry adhesive. So I have some double-sided tape, and I'm going to use that. Now I want to take this piece and put it on the back of the card. And again, I'm going to use double-sided adhesive because that seems to stick the best with acetate. Now when I stick this on, I have to be spot on because there's no getting this off. If you get it crooked or anything, there's no sliding it around. Okay, now for the front. Okay, this piece is going to go on here first. So again, dry adhesive. Now to make sure I get this on there correctly, I am going to just temporarily adhere this to the top, the banner piece to the top. And again, you need to get it on there right the first time because there's no redoing it. Now I'm going to put the acetate on this piece. I did not need to put that tape on there yet, but I did. And I can't take it off. I have a piece of Georgia Pacific cardstock, and now I'm gonna pick my piggy pieces out and put them in my stamping tool. And I'm going to stamp those out and color them. Perfect. To color these piggies, I am going to use my Spectrum Noir markers and PP5, PP1, and PP3. And I'll start with this piggy first. I want to make some pink cheeks. So the PP5 for the pink cheeks. Now I'm going to go cut these out. I have the piggy all cut out, and now I want to glue the piggy's head to the back side of the piggy. And I'm going to use a wet adhesive here, as I might have to shift it around a little bit. Now I'm going to let him dry. Now that the piggy's dry, I want to glue him onto the card so his back is out, and then you see his face. So back is out, and then you see his face on the other side. And I'm going to use a dry adhesive because if I use a wet adhesive, you'll be able to see it on the acetate. So I'm only going to use some dry adhesive down here. I don't want to glue him onto the acetate. I'm going to add some double-sided tape before I fill this up with sequins and beads and such, as it makes it easier. I have a cup here and it's got some seed beads, some sequins, and some glitter. And I'm going to put that right in there. Now, you have to be careful not to add too much, because it can be easy to add too much and then you won't be able to see anything. So just enough to shake around. You don't want it packed. Okay, now we're going to put the top on. And again, like I said before, you have to be spot on with this because you're not going to be able to move it. And press it down good because you don't want that glitter and stuff coming out. And there it is. See, it's not too much and it's not too little. You don't want it so packed that you can't see anything. And we're going to open it up and look at it. Oh, this is so cute. It turned out better than I thought it would. But that is my shaker card, my window shaker card with the MFT Hog Heaven. And it turned out really good. I'm very pleased with it. Be sure to shop at Tupelo. Thanks for watching. Bye.